Israel's military said it has recovered the bodies of 6 hostages killed by Hamas militants in Gaza, including an Israeli-American captive, dealing fresh heartbreak to relatives who fear time is running out for loved ones seized by the militants more than 10 months ago. 3 of the 6 whose bodies were recovered had been expected to be released during the first phase of an eventual ceasefire agreement, 2 Israeli officials have told. Hersh Goldberg-Polin, Yerushalmi and Carmel Gat were slated to be released as part of the humanitarian category based on the framework Israel and Hamas agreed to in early July. The officials said. One of the Israeli officials said, "Our prime minister delayed it. It's way too late for the 6 who have been killed, but it's time to reach an agreement." The ordeal of California native Goldberg-Polin, who was taken at gunpoint at the Nova Music Festival on October 7, led to him becoming one of the faces of the devastating international hostage crisis that has challenged the leadership of Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, and triggered widespread destruction in Gaza. Israeli soldiers found the 6 bodies in tunnels under the enclave, according to the military. The hostages were brutally murdered by Hamas terrorists. A short while before we reached them, Israel Defense Forces, IDF, spokesperson Rear Admiral Daniel Hagari said in a briefing. The parents of 23-year-old Goldberg-Polin have been among the most vocal of the hostage families, pushing Netanyahu to seek a deal securing their relatives' return. Their tireless and high-profile campaigning saw them meet with world leaders. And earlier this month, give an emotional address at the Democratic National Convention in Chicago. With broken hearts, the Goldberg-Polin family is devastated to announce the death of their beloved son and brother, Hersh. The family thanks you all for your love and support and asks for privacy at this time, the family said in a statement. The Israeli military named the other 5 victims as Yerushalmi, Carmel Gat, Almog Sarusi, Alex Lobanov and Ori Danino. In a taped message Sunday, Netanyahu said he had been shocked to the core by what he said was the terrible cold-blooded murder of 6 of our hostages. He also stressed that those who murder hostages do not want a deal. He said Israel would continue to pursue Hamas, and accused it of not wanting to conduct genuine negotiations since December. 3 months ago, on May 27, Israel agreed to a hostage release deal with the full backing of the United States. Hamas refused. Even after the United States updated the outline of the deal on August 16, we agreed, and Hamas again refused. He added that the Israeli government and he, personally, are committed to continue working towards a deal that will bring back all our hostages and guarantee our security and existence. The Hostages Families Forum slammed the Prime Minister after he issued his statement, calling on him to stop blaming everyone and to take responsibility for your failures. The forum demanded that Netanyahu take responsibility for the thwarting of a deal. Take responsibility for the neglect. Take responsibility for the hostages who were murdered in captivity. The forum also said Netanyahu had ignored the views of the security establishment in insisting on conditions in the negotiations. "I am devastated and outraged," Biden said in a statement released by the White House that also paid tribute to Goldberg-Polin's parents. "They have been courageous, wise, and steadfast, even as they have endured the unimaginable," Biden said. "They have been relentless and irrepressible champions of their son and of all the hostages held in unconscionable conditions." Goldberg-Polin and friends hid inside a small bomb shelter when Hamas gunmen launched their murderous attack on Israel's southern border. As militants began to throw grenades into the bunker, Goldberg-Polin rushed to throw them out, before his arm was blown off from the elbow down, according to a first-hand account from his friend.